You ever have that favorite gadget or maybe a pair of jeans that just gives up on you way too soon? It is so frustrating, right? But what if there was a better way? What if we could design things not to be thrown out, but to be kept, to be maintained? Well, today we're going to dig into a powerful idea that does exactly that. Let's get into it.
It's a feeling we all know, don't we? Your phone starts slowing down to a crawl right after the warranty is up. Or that kitchen appliance? Yeah, it costs more to fix than to just buy a new one. And look, this isn't just you being unlucky. A lot of the time, this is actually by design. But today, we're exploring a seriously powerful alternative.
Most of us operate in a world of reactive fixes. The official term is remedial maintenance. The street lamp burns out, so we go and fix it. Simple enough. But then there's the flip side, proactive, preventive maintenance. Think about a massive excavator on a construction site. You don't just wait for that thing to break down. No way. You check it all the time to prevent failure, because having that machine out of commission costs an absolute fortune. And that shift in thinking, well, it's everything. And this brings us right to the heart of what we're talking about today, slowing resource loops. This is a huge strategy in the circular economy. The goal is actually pretty simple, but it's also kind of radical. We want to get the absolute most use, the most value out of a product. We do that by designing it to last and by finding ways to extend its life. This isn't just about saving you a few bucks. It's about respecting the incredible amount of energy and materials that went into making that thing in the first place. It's about shifting from a throwaway culture to a keep and care culture. So, how do we actually pull this off? Well, it all starts at the very beginning, with the design. Making something last isn't some happy accident. It's a deliberate choice, and it's built around the power of maintenance. Let's take a look at what that actually looks like. Okay, so think of this as the designer's toolkit for making things last. First up, you've got repairability. This just means making things easy to fix. Using standard screws instead of some weird proprietary ones, and actually giving us repair manuals. Then there's upgradability, designing products so parts can be swapped out and improved down the line. And finally, reliability. This is about using tough materials and smart engineering to stop things from breaking in the first place. Each one of these is a crucial tool.
And this, right here, just nails the whole idea of upgradability. Instead of dropping $1,000 on a brand new phone just to get a slightly better camera, what if you could just swap out the camera module for, say, 50 bucks? This isn't some sci-fi fantasy. Companies are actively exploring this. It completely changes our relationship with our devices. They stop being disposable and start becoming long-term companions.
But making something last a long time for one person, that's just the start. The next level is designing it so it can easily be passed on, so it can have a second, maybe even a third life with someone else. This is where designing for reuse really comes into play. So what really makes something reusable? I mean, it's not just about being built like a tank. It also needs to be simple, right? Not 100 confusing features. It has to be usable for lots of different people. And this one is huge. Its design has to be timeless, so it doesn't look dated in a year. And finally, it should age gracefully. Like a leather wallet or a cast iron pan that just gets better and builds more character over time. This quote just hits the nail on the head. The look and feel of something, the aesthetics, they aren't just superficial. They are absolutely fundamental to how long something lasts. If a product looks totally out of style after a couple of years, people are way more likely to get rid of it, even if it still works perfectly. A neutral, balanced design has the staying power to appeal to different people across different decades. Okay, so you've designed this amazing, timeless, super reusable product. That is awesome. But now what? How do you actually create a system to get it back from that first owner so it can go on to its second life? That, right there, is the next critical piece of this puzzle. This is where take-back programs are a total game changer. And Patagonia's Worn and Wear program is one of the best examples. The system is pretty simple. A customer brings back their used gear, the company inspects it, cleans it, repairs it, and then they resell it. What's so important here is that the company is taking responsibility for the product's entire life cycle. They're creating a loop so nothing has to go to waste. All right, this all sounds great for the companies and designers, but where do we fit into all of this? Well, this whole shift requires us to rethink our own role, to move from just being a passive consumer to being an active participant in a product's journey. And this slide just lays it all out, crystal clear. The old way of thinking, the linear mindset, is a one-way street. You buy it, you use it, you throw it away. End of story. But the circular mindset adds a few extra crucial steps. We maintain what we have, and then we return it so it can be reused. It's not a line heading to a landfill, it's a circle of continuing value.
So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Just look around your room right now. Can you spot one thing you own that truly feels like it was designed to last for years, maybe even generations? And can you spot something else that feels like it was designed to be replaced in a year? The difference between those two things, well, that's everything we've been talking about today.